Here is my pergola I built out of scrap wood we had laying around here. And I planted a couple of different honeysuckle vines. This thing's taken off pretty good. So hopefully it'll start climbing up the pole and cover up across here. At the other end I've got a different variety. I've got two different plants at this end. And then in between here in these baskets here, I planted some loofah sponge. So I don't know if that'll make it here, but I used to grow it in Tennessee, and Uncle Bill used to grow it in Tennessee. He's the one that gave me my first loofah sponge seeds, and he would just grow like crazy down there. It needs a real long season to grow, so hopefully we'll get it going. We'll see. Here's a close-up of some of the poppies blooming today. Hopefully in the next week or so everything will start blooming good. It's probably a weed, but it's called daisy fleabane. I just thought it was pretty, so I left it. This is a sweet corn that I planted in under the plastic, hoping to get a head start, but the chickens ate most of it. And then John and I came out and John replanted, so I got a few seeds coming in. A few plants I mean to fill in. Okay, here's the raspberries. Some of the ones I planted last year, and kind of filled in with some new plants here that I bought. And there's the new row of plant. They're just starting good. Blackberries are really looking good this year. These are some nice, strong looking canes. They're flowering real good. Raspberries have already bloomed and are setting fruit. These things will be behind them a week or two. So that's looking pretty decent. That's a good row of blackberries. Here's my tomato row. Looks pretty good. These plants are growing good. I don't know if I told you or not, this is the first year I've ever done this single string trellis type, but the way I understand it, the way I'm doing it anyways, you prune it quite a bit. You make sure you don't have any suckers, you don't have any leaves low down. I'll be cutting some more leaves off, so you'll see a lot of cuts and pinched off suckers and stuff. But you're hoping to have one main stem. Looks like I messed up on this one. This is a better example. So just going up one stem that'll climb up and up and up and start fruiting. You can see that there's quite a few flowers fruiting right in there. So we should have some tomatoes if my plan works as it's supposed to. It's an asparagus bed. I can go ahead and fill it all the way up, I think. It's all bloomed and everything, so I can fill in this hole here and kind of cover up all these weeds and get that in better shape, and then next year maybe we'll get a little asparagus. This is horseradish. There's 3 plants. There's a little one here, and a medium size and a large one. There should be 1 or 2 more coming up. I'm not sure exactly where they are, but they're on the way, I hope. And this is another wildflower garden I planted, just a mixture of seeds. I don't remember what mixture this is, but these big plants right in the middle are borage, which is just something I grew from seed and got started indoors and transplanted them out here. They seem to be doing pretty good. The insects, the pollinators, love these things. And everybody I've read that uses these things love them as a companion planting just because they draw in the pollinators. So, you know, the tomatoes need pollinators, so these things, all the pollinators will be here in this wildflower garden, and so hopefully they'll just hop over and take care of the tomatoes while they're at it. Oh, there's a little, kind of little bumblebee. Let's see if I can get a close-up. Oh yeah, he's busy. See his pollen sac on his back legs, carrying all that pollen somewhere. Taking it home. Got my helper Jackson out here eating some carbs, just like I was showing him the pollen basket on the back legs of that bee. That's what she's doing. She's taking carbs back to the nest for her babies, or whoever the queen is babies. Blueberry plants, pretty small still, a few years away from really doing a lot. Even though we do have 3 big plants over there that Robin just didn't want to wait around, so I think she bought like 3-year-old plants, 3-gallon buckets or something last year, and I planted those. So there's going to be some berries on those. Okay, down here to past the wildflowers up above the tomatoes is the pumpkin patch. So you can see things are starting off pretty good. Actually planted some watermelons the same day. We got watermelons, pumpkins on this hillside that I hadn't figured out anything else to do with, except at the top I planted some more wildflowers, like from here up. It was really steep. I was barely able to keep the tiller working in here, but this top part is just sweet clover. Told you I planted some more, so that's what that is.